Okay, so here we have the Samsung Note 9. This here is the 512 gigabyte version in, well, as you can see, it's in blue. I purchased this for about $370 a few weeks ago, brand new in the box in 2023. And I am doing a video today on whether or not it is a good phone in 2023. Now, one of the main reasons that I like the Samsung Note 9 is because it is the last Note with a LED indicator for charging and for messages. It has a built-in iris scanner, which is more secure and more accurate than any of the current Android face scanning solutions. And it still manages to have a fingerprint scanner, and to the right of the flash, you can see there are some sensors. Those are heart rate sensors. You put your finger over it to measure your heartbeat. So let's turn on the Note 9. You can see the LED indicator in the upper left there. Also, they managed to put a very big display on the phone and not have any holes in it with under-display cameras and other sensors like that. I don't think it's that important that the display go edge to edge. I think it's okay that we have a little bit of a bezel at the top and the bottom of the display. A lot of people complain that it's outdated looking, and I even saw in one video somebody said that's so 2018. Well, 2018 was not that long ago, and there's nothing wrong with that look. In fact, I prefer it. Now, let's go to unlock the phone. You can see it unlocks very fast. We're going to go into settings. I think I went in the wrong thing there. So it's One UI version 2.5 running on Android 10. And if we go to, not developer options, software update, you can see it last received a patch in June 1 of 2022, which isn't that bad. A lot of other people will say, oh, well, that's not every month, it's not being updated anymore, the phone isn't safe. I'm here to tell you the phone is perfectly safe, and the type of people who are gonna scare you into buying a new phone strictly for security, they're the same type of people trying to sell you, all of that security crap for your computer. I have been an IT network administrator since 2004, and I can tell you the hype that surrounds security is way overplayed. This this phone is perfectly good. I myself switched between an iPhone 11 Pro Max and a Note 9 and a Note 10 and a Motorola. I have a very short attention span. I get bored of phones very easily. But if you take a look here, you'll see it's still quite responsive. Let me see if I have CPU-Z installed. I don't. As far as I know, it's got its original battery. And you can see that the battery health is at 88%. Like I said, this phone has the iris scanner. It's 512 gigabytes with, I do believe it's 6 gigabytes of RAM, but I would like to double check that here. I was wrong. It's got 8 gigabytes of RAM. 8 gigabytes of RAM for a phone. That's absolutely bonkers. I mean, that's what your average budget computer comes with. Or even like the base level MacBook or iMac will only come with 8 gigabytes of RAM. And then the phone comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM. So while I think that 8 gigabytes of RAM is, a little stingy for a computer manufacturer, I think it's absolutely bonkers for a phone to have that much RAM. And I think that is a big part of why this phone is still a good phone. And you have the Samsung One UI, which makes Android way better, in my opinion. It's got, let's open the camera application. So okay. It's got the zoom and regular lenses on it. It really is a great phone. And if you're going to use an Android phone and you don't want to spend, $1,000 or more on a new device, but you'd like to have something that's a flagship, I would say pick yourself up one of these off of eBay, new in the box. Because it is just absolutely a great device. And I think it will continue to be a great device for a few more years. Another thing to mention, it's got an SD card slot. So even if you get only the 128 gig version, you can put an SD card in for your pictures. But overall, I would just absolutely recommend this device to anybody who wants a solid flagship phone but doesn't want to pay the exorbitant, almost unaffordable prices that a current generation smartphone will cost. Another good feature about the Samsung Note 9 is it's got Samsung DeX, which I wish I could show you, but if you plug a USB-C dock into the USB-C port on this phone, and then you connect a monitor and a keyboard to that dock, this phone turns into a desktop computer with a desktop class interface. And it allows you to run Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Google Chrome. This phone can replace your desktop computer for most of the things that you will do with it. That's pretty impressive. Well, that is the end of this video. If you do find this phone, pick it up in blue while there are still blue ones out there. Blue was the best color. This is Jeff the Technology Fox, signing off.